Hi everyone, so I am back once more, sooner than expected. I'm doing a video about the fall from grace, the fall of Nikita Dragun. Opinions from your friendly transgender Asian woman. Mwah. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Nikita Dragun. I don't really do these videos that are like this, commenting specifically about someone, but this someone has claimed to be the most famous trans person in the world, and they have tried to basically be like the trans icon, which they are really prevalent in social media. But what I'm going to discuss today in today's video is the recent news that's happened with her, with the jail time, as well as my thoughts on Nikita Dragun, because along the time I've been around doing this influencer social media crap, I have been asked, especially on TikTok, about what I thought about Nikita, or various things about her, etc, and friendship dynamic groups, I always get asked about her. I got heavily inspired to do this video by Maya Henry, a trans awesome girl YouTuber. She's amazing. I've been following her for quite some time. She's so beautiful inside and out, and she's so articulate. She's so just well-mannered, just like the trans representation, the trans icon that we actually need instead of Miss Dragun. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin talking about her. So basically, I got inspired to do this video because of Maya, and basically what I think about Nikita is that I think she's quite ingenuine, not very real and upfront as she claims, and she's very hyper aware of everything that she does when it's regarding any camera time or anything like that, which is obviously the name of the game, because that is the career path that she chose and that she wanted really badly. She kind of reminds me of Doja Cat wanting to be successful and so hungry for fame. But my little thing that I kind of have, that back in the day when Nikita was Nick Dragun, she seemed much more friendly and much more real. And we had a little moment, I think it was circa 2016, where I did a post inspired by her, and she actually liked it. She noticed me, but she's since long forgotten, I believe. I thought she was more genuine, more real, the less famous she was. And fame corrupts, as Maya said, just anyone, not even just a transgender person, anyone within social media or just Hollywood movie actress, whatever fame kind of thing, that it can corrupt a lot of people, as we have seen in media. So yeah, so basically I've always thought she was kind of two-faced and will step on anyone just to get to where she needs to be. And the first example I have of this is that was my drum roll, Elena. She is actually the OG trans representation that we all as trans people know. She is the girl that put being trans on the map. She literally was in Caitlyn Jenner's video of coming out, Elena's coming out video was on Caitlyn Jenner's news report when she came out as trans. And I think that's just a testament to what Elena Genevieve has done for the trans community. Elena is one, I hold her dear to my heart because of the impact she had on me. She was basically this figure that would upload a lot of real videos about her life, and it felt like I had a friend when I was watching it, when I literally had no one. So she means a lot to me. I don't necessarily think that she's the most realist person nowadays, but I know I can see right through her, the little inner child that she has always been, and very upfront and forthcoming. Did I just ruin my hair? So I don't know her personally, but I know that she means well deep down. But basically why I'm saying this is that Nikita actually knew Elena Genevieve before Nikita was Nikita. So Elena Genevieve catapulted Eden the Doll's career. So Eden the Doll is another trans person, and Eden the Doll and Elena Genevieve were inseparable, and they like bounced off each other doing little funny videos, etc, etc, and they were the girls. And they're just like an iconic duo. So they actually at some point in their relationship met Nikita Dragun, and I'm just gonna watch this clip with you guys.
Ask her, like, shortly, what would you say?
Because Elena changed as a person. She became a very jealous person when I met new people. And
excuse me, bitch? You got mad when I hung out with new people.
Because I met a new child, and then you what did you do?
Let's not forget, your new child looked exactly like your old child, me. Your new child literally was a replacement of me because you're
okay. It kind of changed our dynamic because we added a third person to the group, and she wasn't okay with that. In the long run, I was okay with that because that third person was only there for a short time. You know, they were just temporary. They weren't a permanent person.
Oh wow, that third person really fucked us up. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was it really caught, because I'm really territorial, you know, so I was like, oh, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, like, you know, like little short Asian trained bitch, like, how dare Eden the Doll.
So basically, long story short, Eden the Doll and Elena Genevieve literally helped Nikita, and then Nikita used them both because of their social media presence at the time, because they were the girls that were popping off rather than Nikita. Nikita was on the rise, and she looked like what she does look like today, but a little less surgery and a little less body yaddy yaddy. Elena knew her when she evolved from Nick Dragun to become Nikita Dragun, but Nikita didn't have body. Elena really helped her. Eden the Doll really helped her, but she screwed them over and literally did something behind the scenes and left and became her own person, basically, and just used them for their fame. She will literally just use anyone for clout, for attention, for more money, for more notoriety, for drama mama, and yeah, that's basically it. And me knowing Elena and following Elena quite religiously back in my earlier days, I was already aware of what type of person, obviously I don't know her personally, all of them, but what type of person I could imagine Nikita would be. So her little antics and stuff don't surprise me today. I don't creep up with any trans people, anyone other than the people I really, really like. A lot of people keep asking me, so do you know this trans person, that trans person, this and that and the other? I'm in my own world, I'm in my own lane, and the only trans person I know is me and some trans friends rather than public figures. That was a weird segue, but just to answer that question, no, I don't really keep up with any trans people. So let's get on to today and what's relevant today. So Nikita Dragun a couple weeks back got locked up for indecent exposure and just being a bitch to like police officers, throwing water at them at a hotel. So she was basically like walking around this hotel being very scantily clad, basically wearing little to nothing, and it's just like a nice hotel. And yeah, she was just basically not being mindful of like children being there and just very disrespectful. And as Maya said, moments leading up to this situation, Nikita always liked basically playing around with like people's perception of what trans is. And I don't have a problem with that. I think it's quite funny just basically like playing into what people say. Like she has like captions on her stuff of like, yes, I used to be a dude or something like that. And she just literally has made like outrageous statements saying that on Twitter or something, that she would like, even though she is a girl now, she can still punch or like hit like a dude. So So she's just like not very afraid to be ballsy. And right off the bat, I'm going to say that she was not, in fact, locked up in a men's prison cell thing. And she's just using that for comedic relief, to deflect from her actual actions that she did, to have a narrative once she gets out, to get more attention, because like getting locked up isn't like attention enough. She has to like put out a narrative for people to be sympathetic towards her. So in my opinion, I completely agree with what Maya said. I think Maya has literally chef kiss like the entire situation. I would recommend that you watch hers. I'll link it down below. But basically, long story short, she ain't a good egg. That's what I think of her. And I think that she does not deserve to be where she is today. That's a very bold statement. She has helped the trans community in the earlier days, but I don't really know about her. Let's watch some of the thingy-majig of the court.
Nikita Dragun, known for being a transgender woman and very well known on social media across all platforms, allegedly caused a disturbance at the Good Times Hotel. So her arrest is causing much attention on social media after people found out that she was held in a men's unit. NBC6's Steve Litz is joining us outside of the jail. And Steve, exactly what happened and what is the corrections office saying about these allegations?
Well, and it is turning out that what she claims, according to corrections officials, is not the case. There are strict procedures in place, ladies, as to how inmates are processed through these jail facilities. This transgender woman went through the process here at the TGK jail facility. She's famous on social media. She told the judge she was being held in the men's unit here. Corrections officials say that is not the case at all.
Oh, I'm skipping to the bit where she basically pulls a moment, a very Academy Award-winning moment.
Your Honor, may I ask one question?
Sure.
Do I have to stay here in the men's unit still?
It turns out, according to Miami-Dade Corrections, she never was.
So what really pisses me off, again, what Maya pointed out, is that it's not a stranger that trans people get treated so egregiously, so horribly. The way she did it and the way she asked was very nonchalant. It doesn't appear that she actually is, because the way she asked was just like, so like how, like, oh my god, get me out of this men's prison. Oh. It's just not very believable. And I feel like she's, again, like, just trying to make this false narrative. And I would rather believe, knowing, and I don't know for certain if she was or wasn't, but I would rather believe the law, the official cop people, that because of like her history and how she is as a person, I'd rather believe them and side with them. And we do know that, like I said, trans people aren't treated right. A lot of people aren't treated right in prison. However, given Nikita's track record, I would not really believe her. I don't think she was held there, and I don't really like, it's just, I don't buy it. And then later in the interview, she literally like to the camera, like literally, like it's a game. It's just like not serious to her. So yeah, and she has a lot of money, a lot of notoriety. So the police would not screw that up because of who she is and because of her stature. They couldn't even process her and like do any of the actual things that they needed to do because of her notoriety. They had to basically just keep her separate because of who she was. And I think she just got let out recently. And another thing is that I feel like she's using her BPD, bipolar, as an excuse for shitty behavior. And you can't use your mental health as a scapegoat just to excuse your shitty behavior. You need to be, as much as you are self-aware of your actions and your mental health, and you've gotten help and diagnosed for it, you need to understand that you still can be a better person and not excuse yourself because of your mental health, etc., and any disorder or whatever. So you just need to be a better person. And I don't think Nikita is that, quite frankly. I believe after it all, after everything, who should be notable in today's society regarding like the trans community? Such beautiful people that I know that are trans, and such beautiful people that I grew up with watching, such as Elena Genevieve. Like, she has taken a bit of like a dip from like the mainstream media, becoming like a Fashion Nova model now. So yeah, she is again the OG trans girl, and a lot of people need to know that. And Nikita who? Nikita where? Nikita goodbye. All in all, I don't believe her. I don't think she's genuine, and I think she's a controversial person that feeds off of controversy and just clout chasing, whatever. Like, she's just not a good egg, and she's not afraid to do what she wants, which is a blessing and a curse, because as trans people we don't really give a fuck, and we aspire not to and keep that same energy, but then that's where that can take over and make you a narcissistic, horrendous, ingenuine person. You can't lose yourself in the process, and you can't lose your morals. You can't just always think being famous, having more attention, having more money is the answer to everything. And I really think it's gotten too much for Miss Nikita Dragun, and I think she just needs to calm it down, help other people with all her money that she has, help the less fortunate, charities, stop human trafficking, stop so many bad things in this world. Again, I don't know her personally, I don't know if she does donate to charity, but hey ho. That was my overall thoughts on Miss Nikita Dragun. I think she's on her way to a steady decline. Maybe not, maybe she is, but I think that at the end of the day, people that are real will shine through camera, shine through in real life, just shine through. And at the end of the day, you need to wear your hand on your heart, have your heart on your sleeve, just carry yourself in a very, very genuine way, and you will go far. So long as you don't lose yourself in the process, you will do bits. It's not an easy path to take being trans. It's not an easy path to take being trans and a public figure, social media influencer. So all that judgment, all those eyes on you, all that money, honey, it can easily corrupt anyone. So I'm not shocked that it's happened, but it is kind of sad to see. But I'm waffling on, as I always do. I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize if my last video caused some controversy. I did read the comments, but I hope you know that I meant well. And I hope you stick around, because I've got much more content upcoming. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and yeah.